Wise words of wisdom, inspirational quotes, IQ. Albert Einstein was born a German citizen and died in America, a naturalized United States citizen. Einstein is undoubtedly one of the most famous and influential figures in the field of physics. His theories of relativity transformed our understanding of space and time, and his work on the photoelectric effect laid the foundation for modern quantum mechanics. However, Einstein was more than just a brilliant scientist. He was also a profound philosophical thinker, whose words continue to inspire and provoke us to this day. In this video, we will delve into some of Einstein's most insightful and thought-provoking quotes, uncovering the secrets of his remarkable mind and gaining a deeper appreciation for the man behind the science. Sit back and enjoy this excellent collection of Albert Einstein knowledge drops, made just for you. Everything that exists in your life does so because of two things: something you did or something you didn't do. Logic can take you from point A to point B. Imagination can take you wherever you want. Nothing in the world makes people so afraid as the influence of independent-minded people. The state exists for man, not man for the state. The same may be said of science. These are old phrases, coined by people who saw in human individuality the highest human value. I would hesitate to repeat them, were it not for the ever-recurring danger that they may be forgotten, especially in these days of organization and stereotypes. Nothing happens till something moves. What is inconceivable about the universe is that it is at all conceivable. The only source of knowledge is experience. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. There exists a passion for comprehension, just as there exists a passion for music. That passion is rather common in children, but gets lost in most people later on. Without this passion, there would be neither mathematics nor natural science. Imagination is more important than knowledge. It is better to believe than to disbelieve. In doing so, you bring everything to the realm of possibility. Capitalism has brought with it progress, not merely in production, but also in knowledge. Humiliation and mental oppression by ignorant and selfish teachers wreak havoc in the youthful mind that can never be undone and often exert a baleful influence in later life. I feel that you are justified in looking into the future with true assurance, because you have a mode of living in which we find the joy of life and the joy of work harmoniously combined. Added to this is the spirit of ambition which pervades your very being and seems to make the day's work like a happy child at play. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. I have firmly decided to bite the dust with a minimum of medical assistance when my time comes, and up to then to sin to my wicked heart's content. The aim of science is, on the one hand, as complete a comprehension as possible of the connection between perceptible experiences in their totality, and on the other hand, the achievement of this aim by employing a minimum of primary concepts and relations. Past is dead. Future is uncertain. Present is all you have. So eat, drink, and live merry. Paper is to write things down that we need to remember. Our brains are used to think. Relativity teaches us the connection between the different descriptions of one and the same reality. The years of searching in the dark for a truth that one feels but cannot express, the intense desire and the alternations of confidence and misgiving until one breaks through to clarity and understanding, are known only to him who has experienced them himself. Assumptions are made, and most assumptions are wrong. Philosophy is empty if it isn't based on science. Science discovers, philosophy interprets. If the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would have only 4 years of life left. No more bees, no more pollination, no more plants, no more animals, no more man. If I had only 1 hour to save the world, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and only 5 minutes finding the solution. You never fail until you stop trying. The American lives even more for his goals, for the future, than the European. Life for him is always becoming, never being. If what is seen and experienced is portrayed in the language of logic, then it is science. If it is communicated through forms whose connections are not accessible to the conscious mind, but are recognized intuitively, then it is art. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Never do anything against conscience, even if the state demands it. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with the joy of living are goodness, beauty, and truth.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
Hitler appeared a man with limited intellectual abilities and unfit for any useful work, bursting with envy and bitterness against all whom circumstance and nature had favored over him. In his desperate ambition for power, he discovered that his speeches, confused and pervaded with hate as they were, received wild acclaim by those whose situation and orientation resembled his own. He picked up this human flotsam on the streets and in the taverns and organized them around himself. This is the way he launched his political career. Adversity introduces a man to himself. Don't let your brain interfere with your heart. Success is 1 part work, 1 part play, and 1 part keep your mouth shut. The mind that opens to a new idea never returns to its original size. Earth is the insane asylum of the universe. The only mistake in life is the lesson not learned. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The main task of the spirit is to free man from his ego. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Learning is experience. Everything else is just information. I like to experience the universe as one harmonious whole. Every cell has life. Matter, too, has life. It is energy solidified. Our bodies are like prisons, and I look forward to be free. But I don't speculate on what will happen to me. I live here now, and my responsibility is in this world now. I am happy because I want nothing from anyone. I do not care for money. Decorations, titles, or distinctions mean nothing to me. I do not crave praise. The only thing that gives me pleasure, apart from my work, my violin and my sailboat, is the appreciation of my fellow workers. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. We are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are the instruments through which our souls play their music. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. We can't solve today's problems with the mentality that created them. Where you see difficulty, I see opportunity. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. You need experience to gain wisdom. I believe we are here to do good. It is the responsibility of every human being to aspire to do something worthwhile, to make the world a better place than the one we found. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Failure is success in progress. God did not create evil. Just as darkness is the absence of light, evil is the absence of God. Don't listen to the person who has the answers. Listen to the person who has the questions. What you can't imagine, you can't discover. Knowledge is realizing that the street is one way. Wisdom is looking in both directions anyway. Do not grow old, no matter how long you live. Never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery into which we were born. Knowledge and ego are directly related. The less knowledge, the greater the ego. The more I study science, the more I believe in God. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Just because you believe in something does not mean that it is true. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. We hope you have enjoyed these quotes as much as we do. We know your time is very important. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Click the card to check out another great one now.